Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stare down the eye of a hurricane and live to tell the tale? Hurricanes, these colossal tempests of nature, hold an awe-inspiring power. They sweep across land and sea, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The sheer force of their winds can uproot trees and shatter buildings, while their torrential rains can cause devastating floods. Over the past few years, hurricanes have become increasingly unpredictable. Their paths can change without warning, and their intensities can ramp up faster than ever before. This unpredictability, coupled with their destructive power, has led to some of the most devastating natural disasters we've seen in recent times. But as formidable as these storms may be, they are not unbeatable. With the right knowledge and preparation, it's possible to weather these storms and come out the other side. Surviving a hurricane is no small feat, but with the right preparation, it is possible. Preparation is the key to survival when faced with a hurricane's wrath. Let's delve deeper into what this preparation entails. First and foremost, having an evacuation plan in place is absolutely crucial. This means knowing exactly where you'll go and how you'll get there if a hurricane hits. It could be a local shelter, a friend's house out of town, or a hotel in a safe zone. The most important thing is to have a clear plan and to communicate this plan with your family. Next, familiarize yourself with your local hurricane evacuation routes. These are the roads you'll take to get to safety. It's important to note that these routes are often outlined by local authorities, and it's essential to follow their guidance. They are designed with one goal in mind: to get you and your loved ones out of harm's way as quickly and as safely as possible. Now let's talk about your disaster supply kit. This should be fully stocked and ready to go at a moment's notice. It should include necessities like food and water for at least 3 days, medications, important documents, cash, a first aid kit, and basic tools. Think of it as a lifeline in a box. It's not about planning for the worst, but rather being ready for anything. Lastly, it's important to prepare your home for potential hurricane damage. This means securing loose items outside, covering windows, and ensuring your home is as watertight as possible. You may not be able to prevent all damage, but these steps can significantly reduce the impact and protect your home. In essence, preparation is about giving yourself the best possible chance of weathering the storm and coming out the other side unscathed. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about making sure that no matter how fierce the hurricane, you're not caught off guard. So remember, preparation isn't just a strategy, it's a mindset. A well-prepared homeowner is a hurricane's worst enemy. Surviving a hurricane starts with a solid plan. It's not just about knowing what to do when a hurricane hits. It's about preparing ahead of time to ensure you and your loved ones can weather the storm safely. Firstly, identify the safe zones within your home. These are areas in your home that are most protected from the hurricane's impact. It could be a small interior room, a closet, or a hallway on the lowest level. Avoid rooms with windows or exterior walls that could be breached by flying debris. Next, decide on a meeting spot outside your home in case your family gets separated during the hurricane. This could be a nearby landmark, a neighbor's house, or even a local community center. Make sure it's a place that's easy to find and reach, even in chaotic weather conditions. And let's not forget our four-legged family members. Our pets rely on us for their safety, so include them in your hurricane plan. Identify pet-friendly shelters or hotels in advance and pack a pet emergency kit with food, water, and any necessary medications. Creating a hurricane plan is one thing, but practicing it is another. Regularly run through your plan with everyone in your house, making sure each person understands their role and responsibilities. This practice will help your plan become second nature, reducing panic when a hurricane does strike. But remember, a plan that's not updated is a plan that's not effective. As things change in your home, so should your hurricane plan. Did you renovate your home and now have a new safe room? Update your plan. Did your family grow with a new baby or pet? Update your plan. An effective hurricane plan is not a one-size-fits-all. It's tailored to your home, your family, and your unique circumstances. It's a living document that evolves as your household changes. In closing, it's crucial to remember, an effective plan is one that everyone in your household understands and can execute. This is not just about survival, it's about ensuring the safety and well-being of your loved ones when the storm hits. So make your plan, practice it, update it, and when the time comes, execute it. In a hurricane, your disaster supply kit could be the difference between life and death. This is not a statement to be taken lightly. It's the hard truth of survival when nature decides to show its might. So, what goes into a disaster supply kit? The basics are food, water, and medicine. For food, focus on non-perishables like canned goods, dried fruit, and protein bars. Remember, you might be without power, so choose items that don't require cooking or refrigeration. Water is equally crucial. The general rule is 1 gallon per person per day. This should cover drinking and sanitation needs. Store enough water to sustain your household for at least 3 days, but preferably up to a week. Medicine is another must-have. This includes your prescription meds as well as over-the-counter supplies like pain relievers, antiseptics, and allergy meds. Also, don't forget a first aid kit. Accidents can happen, and it's always better to be prepared. But there's more to a disaster supply kit than just food, water, and medicine. You'll need copies of important documents. Think IDs, birth certificates, insurance policies, and medical records. Store them in a waterproof container to protect them from damage. If you have pets, their needs should be factored in too. Pack enough food and water for them, and don't forget their medications if they have any. Include a leash or a carrier for their safety, and a favorite toy or blanket to help ease their stress. Finally, check and update your kit regularly. Food and water can go bad, documents can become outdated, and medications can expire. A disaster supply kit is not a set-it-and-forget-it kind of thing. It needs regular maintenance to ensure its readiness at all times. Your disaster supply kit is your lifeline during a hurricane. Make sure it's ready to go at a moment's notice. Your home is your fortress against the storm, but is it ready to withstand a hurricane? That's the question we all need to ask ourselves, especially if we live in a hurricane-prone area. The first line of defense is to fortify your home. A key element in this is installing hurricane shutters. These are not your ordinary window shutters, but are specifically designed to resist high winds and flying debris. They can be made from various materials such as steel, aluminum, or even reinforced polycarbonate. When the storm hits, these shutters will protect your windows from being shattered by the wind-blown debris. Next, consider reinforcing your roof. It's no secret that roofs can take a beating during a hurricane. A fortified roof can mean the difference between staying dry or dealing with a major leak, or worse. You can reinforce your roof by adding hurricane straps or clips that secure the roof to the walls of your home, reducing the chance of your roof peeling off in high winds. Another crucial step is clearing your yard of potential flying debris. Loose items in the yard can turn into dangerous projectiles in hurricane winds. This includes patio furniture, gardening tools, and even tree branches. Make a habit of securing or storing these items whenever a storm is on the horizon. Lastly, it's essential to have a safe room in your house. This should be a windowless interior room on the lowest floor, ideally with reinforced walls. It can be a closet, a bathroom, or even a pantry. This will be your refuge when the hurricane strikes, a place where you and your family can hunker down and ride out the storm in safety. Remember, preparation is key. The more steps you take to fortify your home against a hurricane, the better your chances of coming through the storm unscathed. With a well-fortified home, you'll stand a much better chance against the fury of a hurricane. The storm has passed, but the danger isn't over yet. Now we face the aftermath of the hurricane, a phase that can be as challenging, if not more so, than the storm itself. Flooding, downed power lines, and disrupted services are common hazards that you may encounter. It's crucial to stay informed. Pay attention to your local news outlets and heed the advice of your local authorities. They have the most accurate, up-to-date information about the current situation in your area. The aftermath of a hurricane can be a trying time. You might feel overwhelmed by the damage and disruption. But remember, you've already taken the most important step. You've survived the storm. Now it's about navigating this new landscape, making decisions carefully and taking one day at a time. Remember, patience and persistence are your allies in these challenging times. Surviving a hurricane is just the beginning. The real challenge is navigating the aftermath.